Hello students, welcome to Eduvara. In today's session, we are going to study the previous year questions of sets, relations and functions. So moving with the first question. So the first question is, if f of x is equal to log of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x to the base of e, where modulus of x is less than 1, then f of 2x upon 1 plus x square is equal to option A 2f of x, option B 2f of x square, option C f of x the whole square, and option D minus 2f of x. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Now, according to given question, it is f of x is equal to log of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x to the base of e. And now we have to find f of 2x upon 1 plus x square. So substituting 2x upon 1 plus x square instead of x, it will be equal to log of 1 minus 2x upon 1 plus x square the whole upon 1 plus 2x upon 1 plus x square to the base of e. So now on simplification, it will be equal to log to the base of e. On simplification, it will be 1 plus x square minus 2x upon 1 plus x square the whole upon 1 plus x square plus 2x the whole upon 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square will get cancelled. So it will be 1 plus x square minus 2x upon 1 plus x square plus 2x. So now 1 plus x square minus 2x can be written as log to the base e of what? 1 minus x the whole square. The whole upon 1 plus x square plus 2x can be written as 1 plus x the whole square. In the very next step, it will be log to the base e of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x the whole square. Now according to property, that is log of a to the power of b, that is equal to b log a. So it will be equal to 2 log 1 minus x upon 1 plus x to the base of e. Now log of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x to the base of e is nothing but f of x. So it will be equal to 2f of x. So f of 2x upon 1 plus x square is equal to 2f of x. So the option which is correct is option A. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is, if for the function f, domain real number minus 1 comma minus 1 in the curly braces, arrow a defined by f of x is equal to x square upon 1 minus x square is surjective, then a is equal to option A real number minus minus 1, option B 0 to infinity, 0 on the close bracket, infinity on the open bracket, option C real number minus minus 1 to 0, open bracket on 0, close bracket on minus 1, and option D real number minus minus 1 comma 0, both the side close bracket. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. So according to question, range is the codomain because it is surjective function. So f of x is nothing but what? X square upon 1 minus x square. So f of x can be written as y. So y is equal to x square upon 1 minus x square. So on simplification, it will be equal to 1 minus x square the whole into y is equal to x square. On further simplification, it will be equal to y minus x square y is equal to x square. So y is equal to 1 plus y the whole into x square. So from this, it will be x square is equal to y upon 1 plus y, and y should not be equal to minus 1, because if y is equal to minus 1, then the denominator part will be equal to 0. So I know the value of x square will be greater than equal to 0. So x square will be greater than equal to 0. It means y upon 1 plus y will be greater than equal to 0. So from wavy curve, I can write it as, this is the wavy curve. I will find critical value will be 0 and critical value will be minus 1. So on number line, it will be 0 and minus 1. Now I will plot points. First I will substitute minus 2. If I substitute minus 2, it will be equal to minus 2 upon 1 minus 2, that will be negative upon negative, will turn into positive. So this is the correct point. So from minus 1 to 0 it will be negative, and from 0 to infinity it will again be positive. So the answer of y will belong to what? Will belong to minus infinity to minus 1 union what? 0 to infinity. For 0 it should be close bracket. For minus 1 it should be open bracket, because y should not be equal to minus 1. So for the surjective function, the range is equal to codomain. So the set A will be equal to what? All real numbers except what? Minus 1 to 0. For minus 1 it is close bracket, for 0 it is open bracket. So the option which is correct is option C. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is, two newspapers A and B are published in a city. It is known that 25% of the city population reads A, 20% reads B, while 8% reads both A and B. Further, 30% of those who read A but not B look into the advertisement, and 40% of those who read B but not A also look into advertisement, while 50% of those who read both A and B look into advertisement. Then the percentage of the population who look into advertisement is option A 13.5, option B 13, option C 12.8, option D 13.9. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Now consider the population of the city is 100 and A is the event that the person read newspaper A. B is the event that the person read newspaper B. So n of A will be 25 because it is 25%, and n of B will be equal to 20 because it is 20%. And n of A intersection B will be equal to 8. So now I will find first n of A intersection B dash. So n of A intersection B dash will be equal to n of A minus n of A intersection B. So what is n of A? It is 25 minus 8 will be equal to what? 17. So n of A intersection B dash is equal to 17. In similar way, n of A dash intersection B will be equal to n of B minus n of A intersection B. It will be equal to 12. So now, according to the question, percentage of the population who look into advertisement is will be equal to 30 upon 100 into n of A intersection B dash plus 40 upon 100 into n of A dash intersection B plus 50 upon 100 into n of A intersection B. So according to this, it will be equal to 30 upon 100 into 17 plus 40 upon 100 into 12 plus 50 upon 100 into 8. On further solving, it will be equal to 51 upon 100, that is 5.1, plus 40 into 12 will be equal to 480. 480 upon 100 will be equal to 4.8, and 50 into 8 will be equal to 400. So it will be 4. So 4.8 plus 5.1 plus 4 will be equal to 13.9. So the option which is correct is option D, 13.9%. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is, the domain of the definition of the function f of x is equal to 1 upon 4 minus x square plus log to the base 10 of x cube minus x is option A minus 1 comma 0 union 1 comma 2 union 3 comma infinity. All the brackets are open brackets. Option B minus 2 comma minus 1 union minus 1 comma 0 union 2 comma infinity. Option C minus 1 comma 0 union 1 comma 2 union 2 comma infinity. And option D 1 comma 2 union 2 comma infinity. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Understood? So the function is equal to 1 upon 4 minus x square plus log to the base 10 of x cube minus x. So first of all, 4 minus x square should be what? Should be not equal to 0. It means 4 is not equal to x square. It means x should not be equal to plus minus 2. So remember this, x should not be equal to plus minus 2. Moving further, log to the base 10 of x cube minus x. So x cube minus x should be greater than 0 because negative term cannot be inside log. So if I take x common, it will be x square minus 1 greater than 0. It will be x into x minus 1 into x plus 1 greater than 0. So the critical points will be 0, 1 and minus 1. So I will draw a number line for which it will be 0, minus 1 and 1. So from critical point we have to find whether it is greater than 0 or not. So the numbers before minus 1, that is minus 2, minus 3. If I substitute minus 3 in the equation, it will be minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 2. All other terms are negative. So if 3 terms are negative, the resultant will be negative. And negative is definitely less than 0. So for this it is negative. Now for minus 1 to 0, let's just take a number that is minus 0.5. So if I substitute minus 0.5, it will be minus 0.5, minus 1.5 and what? 0.5. So it will be equal to positive because there are two negative. So the answer will be positive. So from 0 to 1, we will take 0.5. So it will be 0.5, minus 0.5, 1.5. So the answer will be negative. So this is negative. And beyond 1, it will be equal to, we'll take a value of 2. That is 2 into 1 into 3. All are positive. So the answer will be in the range of minus 1 to 0 union 1 to infinity for the log part. And I know x should not be equal to plus 2 and minus 2. So it will be minus 1 to 0 union 1 to 2 union 2 to infinity. Understood? So the option which is correct is option C. Understood? Moving further to the next question. For x belongs to 0, 3 by 2, let f of x is equal to root x, g of x is equal to tan x, and h of x is equal to 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. If phi of x is equal to h of f of g of x, then phi of pi by 3 is equal to option A 10 pi by 12, option B 10 11 pi by 12, option C 10 7 pi by 12, option D 10 5 pi by 12. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. So now f of x is equal to root x. Similarly, g of x is equal to tan of x. Similarly, h of x is equal to 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Now we know phi of x is h of f of g of x. So first of all, we will find f of g of x. So f of g of x will be equal to root of tan x. F of g of x will be root of tan x. Now we will find h of f of g of x. So h of f of g of x will be equal to what? 1 minus, instead of x we are going to substitute what? Root tan x. So it will be 1 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan x. Understood? Now 1 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan x can be written as tan of pi by 4 minus x. So this is the answer of h of f of g of x. But h of f of g of x is nothing but phi of x. So phi of x will be equal to tan of pi by 4 minus x. But we are interested in phi of pi by 3. So phi of pi by 3 will be equal to tan of pi by 4 minus pi by 3. So tan of pi by 4 minus pi by 3 will be equal to tan of minus pi by 12. So tan of minus pi by 12 can be written as minus tan of pi by 12. So minus tan of pi by 12 can be written as tan of pi minus pi by 12, because in second quadrant we know tan is negative. So on further simplification it will be tan of 11 pi upon 12. So the option which is correct is option B. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Let f r arrow r be a function such that f of x is equal to x cube plus x square f dash of 1 plus x f double dash of 2 plus f triple dash of 3. X belongs to all real number. Then f of 2 equals option A 30, option B minus 4, option C minus 2, option D 8. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Now function that is given is what? X cube plus x square f dash of 1 plus x f double dash of 2 plus f triple dash of 3. So now first we are going to derivate 3 times. So on differentiating, it will be equal to f dash of x is equal to 3x square plus 2x f dash of 1 plus f double dash of 2, and the derivative of f triple dash of 3 will be equal to 0. Take this as equation number 1. Now I am going to differentiate again. It will be equal to f double dash of x will be equal to 6x plus 2 f dash of 1 plus 0. So take this as equation number 2. Now I am going to differentiate again. It will be f triple dash of x is equal to 6. So this will be your equation. So this will be your equation number 3. So now I am going to substitute x is equal to 3. So f triple dash of 3 will be equal to 6. Now I am substituting this in the very first equation. So f triple dash of 3 equal to 6. So substituting x equal to 1 in equation number 1, it will be equal to f dash of 1 is equal to 3 plus 2 f dash of 1 plus f double dash of 2. Now take this equation as equation number 4. Now substituting x is equal to 2 in equation number 2, we get f double dash of 2 is equal to 2l plus 2 f dash of 1. Take this as equation number 5. Now from equation number 4 and 5, we can write f dash of 1 is equal to 3 plus 2 f dash of 1 plus 2l plus 2 f dash of 1. So 3 f dash of 1 will be equal to minus 15. So f dash of 1 will be equal to minus 5. So from equation number 5, we can say that f double dash of 2 is equal to 12 plus 2 into minus 5. That will be equal to 2. Substituting all this value in the given function. So the equation was what? F of x is equal to x cube plus x square f dash of 1 plus x f double dash of 2 plus f triple dash of 3. Now we know all the values of f dash of 1, f double dash of 2, f triple dash of 3. So f of x will be what? X cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 6. And we are interested in f of 2. Substituting x is equal to 2. So it will be f of 2 is equal to 2 cube minus 5 into 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 6. Now what is 2 cube? It is 8. What is 2 square? It is 4, and 4 into 5 20. 2 2s are 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 10. 10 minus 20 minus 10. Minus 10 plus 8 will be equal to minus 2. So the option which is correct is option C. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is, in a class of 140 students numbered 1 to 140, all even numbered students opted for mathematics course. Those whose number is divisible by 3 opted for physics course, and those whose number is divisible by 5 opted for chemistry course. Then the number of students who did not opt for any of the 3 courses is option A 42, B 102, C 38 and D 1. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. So now we know the number of students is 140 and they are numbered from 1 to 140. So the A be the event that the set of all even numbered students. So n of A will be equal to 140 upon 2 in the greatest integer function, because number of students cannot be in decimal. So 140 upon 2 will be equal to 70, and greatest integer function of 70 will be equal to 70. So the number of students taking mass is 70. Now let B be the students that whose number is divisible by 3. So n of B will be greatest integer function of 140 upon 3. So 140 upon 3 will be equal to 46.66. So greatest integer function of 46.66 will be equal to 46. So number of students taking physics is 46. Now let's see be the students that are divisible by 5. So n of C will be greatest integer function of 140 upon 5. That will be equal to what? 28. Understood? So now 28 students are taking chemistry course. So now n of A intersection B, it means number should be even and it is divisible by 3. So the number will be greatest integer function of 140 upon 6. That will be equal to 23. So now n of B intersection C, It means number is divisible by 3 and 5 both. So the LCM is 50. So it will be greatest integer function of 140 upon 15. It will be equal to 9. And n of c intersection a. It means number is divisible by 5 and it should be even number. So it should be divisible by 10. So 140 upon 10 will be equal to 14 inside integer function. Now n of a intersection b intersection c. It means number should be even as well as divisible by 3 as well as divisible by 5. So the LCM will be 30. So n of a intersection b intersection c will be equal to 140 upon 30 inside greatest integer function. That will be equal to 4. So n of a union b union c will be equal to n of a plus n of b plus n of c minus n of a intersection b minus n of b intersection c minus n of c intersection a plus n of a intersection b intersection c. So it will be equal to 70 plus 46 plus 28 minus 23 minus 9 minus 14 plus 4, that will be equal to 102. So the number of students who opted for at least one of the course is 102. So the number of students who did not opt any of the 3 courses will be total students minus n of a union b union c. That will be equal to 140 minus 102. That will be equal to 38. So the option which is correct is option C. Understood? Moving further with the next question. Next question is, let n be the set of the natural numbers and two functions f and g be defined as f into g, natural numbers, codomain natural numbers, such that f of n is equal to n plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd, is equal to n by 2 if n is even, and g of n is equal to n minus minus 1 to the power of n. Then f of g is option A 1 to 1 but not on 2, option B on 2 but not 1 to 1, option C both 1 to 1 and on 2, option D neither 1 to 1 nor on 2. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Now given function f of n is equal to n plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd, is equal to n by 2 if n is even, and g of n is equal to n minus minus 1 to the power of n. So g of n will be equal to n plus 1 if n is odd, and it will be equal to n minus 1 if n is even. Understood? So f of g of n will be equal to what? F of n plus 1 if n is odd, and f of n minus 1 if n is even. So the answer will be equal to n. So the answer for f of g of n will be equal to what? N plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd, and it will be equal to n minus 1 plus 1 the whole upon 2, that will be equal to n upon 2 if n is what? Even. Clearly the function is not on to on, as f of 2 is equal to f of 1 is equal to 1. But if m belongs to natural number n, that is codomain is odd, then 2m will definitely belongs to natural number, that will be domain, such that f of 2m will be equal to m, and if m belongs to natural number codomain is even, then 2m minus 1 belongs to natural number domain, such that f of 2m minus 1 will be equal to m. So function is onto. So answer will be what? Function is onto but not 1 to 1. Understood? So the option which is correct is option B. Understood? Let function f r to r be defined by the f of x is equal to x upon 1 plus x square. Then x belongs to real number. Then range of f is option A minus half to half in the closed interval, option B minus 1 to 1 in the open interval except 0, option C all real numbers except minus half to half closed interval, and option D all real numbers except minus 1 to 1 closed interval. Now we have to find the range. So the function f of x was what? X upon 1 plus x square. So now what I am going to do is I will substitute f of x is equal to y. So y will be equal to x upon 1 plus x square. So on solving this, it will be 1 plus x square the whole into y is equal to x. So it will be y plus x square y minus x equal to 0. So it will be what? Y x square minus x plus y equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation of x. So the discriminant will be greater than equal to 0. So what is discriminant? B square minus 4ac is greater than equal to 0. What is b? Minus 1. So it will be minus 1 the whole square minus 4 the whole into y greater than equal to 0. So the square of minus 1 is 1. So 1 minus 4y square is greater than equal to 0. So it will be what? 1 minus 2y into 1 plus 2y greater than equal to 0. Now I am going to find the critical values. So the critical values will be 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So I will draw a number line. This will be the critical points. Now substituting 0. If I substitute 0, it will be positive. So this is positive, this is negative, and this will be negative. So the answer of y should be, so according to this, 1 minus 2y and 1 plus 2y should be greater than equal to 0. So it means y will belong to what? Minus half to half inside closed interval, because it should be greater than equal to 0. So the option which is right is option A. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is f of k f x is equal to 1 upon k sin raised to k x plus cos raised to k x for k equal to 1, 2, 3 dot dot dot. Then for all x belongs to real number, the value of f4x minus f6x is equal to option A 1 by 12, option B 5 by 12, option C minus 1 by 12, and option D 1 by 4. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. So the question fkx is equal to what? 1 upon k sin raised to kx plus cos raised to kx. Now we'll find f4x. So substituting k is equal to 4, it will be 1 upon 4 sin raised to 4x plus cos raised to 4x. So I can write this as 1 upon 4 as it is. Instead of sin raised to 4x plus cos raised to 4x, I can write it as sin square x plus cos square x the whole square minus 2 sin square x cos square x. But sin square x plus cos square x is 1. So it will be 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. So now I know the formula of 2 sin x cos x. It will be equal to sin 2x. So 1 upon 4 as it is, 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x can be written as 2 sin x cos x the whole square upon 2. So now what is 2 sin x cos x? It is sin 2x. So 1 by 4 as it is, 1 minus sin square 2x the whole upon 2. So it will be equal to 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 8 sin square 2x. This is the value of f4x. Understood? Now in similar way, we will find f6x. So it will be f6x by substituting k equal to 6. It will be equal to 1 upon 6 sin raised to 6x plus cos raised to 6x. In similar way, sin raised to 6x plus cos raised to 6x can be written as sin square x plus cos square x the whole cube minus 3 sin square x cos square x whole into sin square x plus cos square x. Now wherever it is sin square x plus cos square x can be written as 1. So f6x will be equal to 1 upon 6 as it is into 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 sin x cos x the whole square. So it will be 1 by 6 into 1 minus 3 by 4 into sin square 2x. So on opening it will be 1 by 6 minus 1 by 8 sin square 2x. This is nothing but f6x. But we are interested in what? f4x minus f6x. So what is the value of f4x? It is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8 sin square 2x. And what is the value of f6x? It is 1 by 6 minus 1 by 8 sin square 2x. If I subtract this, 1 by 8 sin square 2x will get cancelled. So the answer will be 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6. That will be equal to, on taking LCM, it will be 3 minus 2 upon 12. That will be 1 upon 12. So the option which is correct is option A. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is the number of functions f from 1, 2, 3 dot 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 up to 20 onto 1, 2, 3 dot 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 up to 20 such that f of k is a multiple of 3 whenever k is a multiple of 4 is option A 15 factorial into 6 factorial, option B 5 raised to 6 into 15, option C 5 factorial into 6 factorial, option D 6 raised to 5 into 15 factorial. This question has came in JEE Main 2019. Now according to given question we have that k is equal to what? K belongs to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So f of k will belong to what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 and so on. Because for the value of k that is multiple of 4, the f of k will be multiple of 3. So the codomain, now we need to assign the value of f of k for k belongs to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. This can be done in how many ways? 65 into 5 factorial ways. So it will be 65 is 6 into 5 factorial will be equal to 6 factorial, and the remaining 15 elements can be associated by 15 factorial ways. So the total number of onto functions will be 15 factorial into 6 factorial, that will be equal to 15 factorial into 6 factorial. So the option which is correct is option what? Option A. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is f of x plus 2 f of 1 by x is equal to 3x, where x is not equal to 0, and S is a set, that is x belongs to real number. F of x is equal to f of minus x. Then S, A is an empty set, B contains exactly one element, C contains exactly two elements, and D contains more than two elements. This question has came in JEE Main 2016. So the question is f of x plus 2 f of 1 by x equal to 3x. So now what I am going to do, whenever you see questions like this, f of x plus 2 f of 1 by x or something, replace x by 1 by x. So I am replacing x by 1 by x. So it will be equal to f of 1 by x plus 2 f of x is equal to 3 by x. So now we got two equations. This is first equation, this is second equation. Now we solve them simultaneously to get the value of f of x. So what I am going to do is I will multiply 2 in the equation number 2. So 1 minus 2 in the equation number 2. It will be f of x plus 2f of x is equal to what? 3x. And it will be equal to, and the second equation will be f of 1 by x into 2, that is 2f of 1 by x plus 4f of x is equal to what? 6 by x. Understood? Now subtract this. It will be f of x minus 4f of x, that is 3f of x with negative sign is equal to 3x minus 6 by x. So f of x will be equal to 6 by x minus 3x the whole upon 3. So the f of x will be equal to what? 2 upon x minus x. So f of x is 2 upon x minus x. Now according to given condition, f of x is equal to f of minus x. So 2 upon x minus x is equal to what? 2 upon minus x plus x. So it will be equal to 2 upon x minus x is equal to minus 2 upon x plus x. Taking minus 2 upon x on this hand side, it will be 4 upon x is equal to what? 2x. Now 2 ones are 2 twos are will get cancelled. So 2 will be equal to x square. So x will be equal to what? Plus minus root 2. Now according to question, x is real number. So it will contain exactly two elements, that is what? Plus root 2 and minus root 2. So the option which is correct is option C. Understood? Moving further to the next question. Next question is if x is a set 4 raised to n minus 3n minus 1 where n belongs to natural number, and y is equal to 9 into n minus 1 where n belongs to natural number, then x union y is equal to option A n, option B y minus x, option C x, and option D y. This question has came in JEE Main 2014. Now we know x is equal to set of 4 raised to n minus 3n minus 1, where n belongs to natural number. So substituting n equal to 1, the answer will be 0. Substituting n equal to 2, the answer will be 9. Substituting n equal to 3, the answer will be 54. Substituting n equal to 4, the answer will be 243. So the x will contain the elements 0, 9, 54, 243, comma dot dot dot. And now y is equal to set of 9 into n minus 1, where n belongs to natural number. So on substituting n equal to 1, it will be 0. On substituting n equal to 2, it will be 9. On substituting n equal to 3, it will be 18. On substituting n equal to 4, it will be what? 27. So y will be 0, 9, 18, 27, dot dot dot, and so on. So now I know x is a subset of y. If x is a subset of y, it means x union y will be equal to y. So the option which is correct is option D. Understood? Moving further to the next question. If g is the inverse function of f and f dash of x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x to the power of 5, then g dash of x is equal to option A 1 plus x raised to 5, option B 5x raised to 4, option C 1 upon 1 plus g of x to the power of 5, and option D 1 plus g of x to the power of 5. Now this question has came in JEE Main 2014. Now according to given condition, g is the inverse function of f. It means g of x is equal to f inverse of x. If I take f inverse on this hand side, it will be f of g of x is equal to x. Now what I am going to do, I am going to differentiate this. So if I differentiate this with respect to x, it will be f dash into g of x, the whole into g dash of x is equal to derivative of x will be equal to 1. So what will be the value of g dash of x? It will be 1 upon f dash of g of x. Now I know the value of f dash of x. It is 1 upon 1 plus x raised to 5. So f dash of g of x will be 1 upon 1 plus g of x raised to 5. So g dash of x will be equal to 1 plus g of x to the power of 5. So the answer which is correct is option D. Understood? So students, in today's session we have completed the previous year questions of the topic sets, relations, functions. Myself, Dnyandeo Sir signing off today. Keep practicing the sums based on this, and thank you so much. Keep watching Edora.